So today, we're gonna be drawing again, but with some random people. There's someone drawing Dandy World characters, specifically mains, and someone drawing anime, which is really nice, or in an anime type of style. Today, moi, am gonna draw,
I think I'll put you right next to the mayonnaise.
oh, and these guys like not.
This guy's got a very techy stickman character, and that actually helps a lot with
Not
the
like
that I
actually.
for him. I got him navigating through a bunch of these little holographic digital board thingies.
Never mind. So we're not gonna join that one since it's not like active or anything.
My original idea for
I want to do one that's like active so I can like,
I ended up drawing these mangled
yeah.
blobs and smiles on them.
It just seems exciting to me, I get to draw with people that like drawing like me, just really cool. And Binks is trying to do some amount of Binks is just being Binks right now. Oh God.
By the way, I love your content. I will give you 2 of them just for good measure. Draw Izumi Lugodia from My Hero Academia, please. I hope I pronounced it correctly. I am considering on watching the anime. I tried to start watching back in 2020, and then I stopped on episode 6 because I found the main character annoying. I do really like the artistic aspects of this anime, though, and it's really cool seeing so many people like this anime. I just don't know if it's for me. Anyways, here he is. Orange cat with a bow tie and top hat named Gatsby. And here's a sign in case anyone forgets. A black cat witch. I guess I'll put a witch hat on our previous cat. And
where is my colors at?
Can you draw Baby Bill Cipher? It's very cute. While I was drawing this, I didn't realize there was actually a version of Baby Bill Cipher, but I think mine still depicts the same imagery regardless. Draw a crown. Here you go, right on the board. Hey, if anyone has any tips on shading, can you reply? I need help with my shading skills. Or I can quickly demonstrate with this apple.
Oh, there's like my colors that I needed. Here, I'm just gonna make my own.
Which is exactly why over here. Lighter areas can be more towards yellow.
Start a new jam.
More towards purple and blue.
Free draw.
This isn't as thorough as I want it to be, but if you want to get a drawing done without spending 10 hours into researching color theory, then this is a good way to do it. Okay, that is over. Have fun.
Okay.
Draw a pumpkin as an orb. Please. I will first put a pumpkin down, and then we're going to completely get rid of the middle and add a little orb in there. BMO, second try. In our hearts, BMO will always be the best of the
mine's a little bit glitchy.
My older sister's getting married next year. Oh my god, congratulations. I've never been to a wedding before, but I hope it goes well and you do all of the fun, epic wedding stuff that happens there. Hi.
It's turned white again. I hate when it turns white like
if you're
that. So
bored and don't know
annoying.
what to draw, just try drawing mushrooms. They come in a bunch of different shapes and sizes. I drew 3 mushroom friends. This one just reads, I love Orb and subscribe to Orb. And for that, you get another little heart. Draw Orb and an object show character. I've actually done this already once, but I'm going to do it again. So I drew Taggy from T-Bone.
Bro, why is it so like slow?
Cat break. Cat
Wait,
break
grab.
Explosion. Cat.
Here,
break.
some with the settings. Here, let's try to the flow
I guess you're just gonna need to fancy
on
over
which
drawing
stabilizer
for the record,
does.
smoking is bad, but it looks cool.
Stretch,
Hope this is not
that
too late,
does.
but Goblin!
Okay,
Here they
yeah,
are.
that
Also, you
doesn't
can
do
just
anything.
Right here. Draw a purple ball. I'm gonna add some shading onto this just to make it a little bit extra. Hooray! Beautiful. Please add a silly jellyfish to the next one. So I drew a blue one, and then afterwards I decided to draw a pink one as well. I want the small fish eating fish food ice cream, please. There's fish on the drawing already, but that place looked a little cramped. So what I did instead is I turned the blue from this chunk into a water source, and from there I was able to draw the fish with their fish food ice cream. And in the end, I also drew another smaller fish, because sharing is caring. Dew water cat. It says and there, I'm just reading what it says. I'm gonna make cat-shaped bubbles inside the water. And I was so happy with the first one that I made another one again. Red panda with a blue bandana. The red panda is already adorable on its own, but that blue bandana just makes them a little bit cooler.
Okay, there.
Now get this.
With
a bazooka.
color
19 other people wanted this. 19 other people thought it was a good idea for
Yellow.
Kirby with a bazooka, and I couldn't agree more. I love your art style so much. Also, please draw a ferret with this face. Okay, I'm gonna give you a ferret with a face. Draw ice. That sounds simple enough. Here is ice. Very epic, very cool.
Okay, and his head.
When I was younger, I wanted to have this exact superpower. I'd have a magic pen, and everything I draw with it would come true. Totally not overpowered at all, by the way. Draw sunflower for Plants vs. Zombie. Did you guys know there's Chinese manhwa for Plants vs. Zombies? And did you guys know that I actually read one of them? It was this one. I read it when I was like
there
6
you go.
years old,
Oh,
and I can't
egg right
remember
there.
anything but the fact that it has dinosaurs in them. I also remember rereading that book like at least 3 times, so it was probably pretty good.
Actually, I'm gonna draw each my OCs with their iconic
Draw Looper.
thingy.
Loopers are really fun to draw because they're just 2 little squishy blobs. So I went ahead and added the Pavilion region of Looper as well. This comic just reads, I love your art style so much, the little funky colorful lines and the colors, it's so cool, yeah, please don't die. This comment worries me. It's too late, Grim Reaper. I've already depicted you as a powerless doof, and me as... Next comment. Maybe you could draw 2 axolotl buddies eating watermelon. It's okay if you don't choose me. Well, you were chosen. Whoopers are actually based off of axolotls, so I can just give these to a slice. What about a little rat playing VR? Also, I love your videos and art style. Keep up the amazing content. Thank you. Thank you. I can't wait for this guy to be introduced in the wonderful world of Gorilla Tag. Alright, next comment. I am almost 100% late. No, you're not. But what about a small redwood tree? Redwood trees are some of the tallest trees in the world, and you're asking me to make them small. Well, you know what? I can do that. This guy commented regarding the last video. As someone from New Zealand, the kiwi made me happy. Yeah, I didn't know the kiwis were national animals either. That also makes me incredibly happy. They're so cute. You should draw an orange cat doing orange activities. One of the most regular orange cat activities is pressing a doomsday button. My suggestion is Mesprit from Pokemon. I'm gonna put you right under the loopers. Hello. Hi. Can you draw a cute bear from space? There we go. I think this is good enough. A dragon eating a brick, please. With a little pensive emoji. Did you know that some bricks are made from lime? Think about that next time you drink lime water. You could be drinking brick water, and lime will still be...
Here, wait 1 second, guys. Let me just pause the video. Okay, guys, I'm back.
Here you go. A dog that is shaped like a hot dog. I'll redraw one of the hot dogs on Frisk's head to be a dog. Almost forgot about the tail. I can't believe I added my national animal, kiwi animal. Well, this just motivates me to add.
I decided that his iconic thing is gonna be a brain because he does not have one. Okay, so now let's do Bill.
That sounds kind of good right now. I wonder if I can.
Oh.
I wonder if I can do that in the night. All I need to do now is add the toppings, and voila. I don't actually like honey in my yogurt, but this looks really appetizing. Please draw a shocked Pikachu holding a 4-leaf clover. As I'm actively looking, throughout my entire life, I found a total of 4 4-leaf clovers, and I think that's a pretty good collection. Just to give you something to think about, you are more likely to find a 4-leaf clover than you are getting hit by a flying bird. Alright, next comment. Can you draw Wonder Rat and all your friends in meow, or can you draw Cat Orb? I can do both. You get a class dojo point for each character who resonates with you. I decided to draw some of my friends that I've been hanging out with recently. I feel really lucky to call all these people my friends because they're all really cool and...
Oh, someone joined.
From Kirby right back at you. I will draw him right next to the Kirby who has a giant bazooka. While we're on the topic, I feel like Prince Fluff from Kirby's Epic Yarn deserves more love. I think he is overlooked and underappreciated. But that's okay because I'll always be there to appreciate him. Kirby!
Okay, nice. We got someone.
Frog with mushroom hat. Frog with top hat. Meet Frog with mushroom hat.
Happy green bean.
Sorry, I had a little bee in my throat. Please draw Minbit with a face. I'm assuming they want something like this, but I'm actually going to draw it sideways. Also, as a side tangent, I absolutely adore Minbit's art. Like, look at all of this with the cool exploding
His
stuff.
iconic thing is a hammer because he's based off a hammerhead
I'm going to
shark.
proceed to play this one video of a bat inside a towel eating a banana. This guy says, I might get a Quaker parrot one day. I'm going to help you with that decision and say as long as you're able to take care of it properly, with all the research done, then go for it. You should absolutely consider getting one. Also, here is you hugging the Quaker parrot.
Yeah, hammer.
Draw an egg. Very well, I will put this egg right alongside the other ones. You should draw Toothless and a Squish. Here you go. I've actually watched like 20 minutes of How to Train Your Dragon, so I may need to catch up on that franchise sometime soon. By the way, I'm from New Zealand and kiwis are a national animal. Say less because here's another one.
Hammer.
It's sleeping on the work bed.
Brain pencil
I'm
hammer.
going to draw Dio Brando from part 1, and he's going to be holding a glass
What's
of
he
wine
draw?
because he's fancy
Oh,
and evil.
he's like
Corner he goes,
talented.
for everyone else.
That's
And
nice.
finally, for our final comment,
Love
I'm
seeing
gonna draw
someone
Sora.
talented.
I said this in my last video, but Sona's the person that came up with this idea from the start. And you know, I feel like that deserves a little place on the canvas. And then finally, oh my god, I finished it. Yes! My wrist hurts so much! 200 comments. That's now 200 comments on a singular drawing. The amount of drawings there are on this canvas now has now been doubled. And seriously, I've had so much fun.
Bro, why does it keep turning white, bro? I don't want to white.
Hey, I've done this before. Now, with that being said,
Let's show Jez, and of course it's turned white again. Cause why wouldn't it?
I'm sure birds actually can't have bread or butter, but who knows? Maybe they're making the bread for someone else. Oh wait, this one's also ready.
Swear
Draw garlic
to
bread.
Jesus and everything nice.
Also, I looked it up. Butter and bread are usually really harmful to birds, so maybe they are just being really generous and making bread for other creatures. In comparison, the bread here next to the garlic bread actually looks really stale and sad, so we're gonna change that. This comment says, "Can you draw a worm playing cards with a ladybug? Also, I love your content. Thank you. I believe that the existence of bread has attracted a group of insects. And also, I'm making the worm purple because why not? Shout out to cafe owners that put board games in their stores that customers can play with. At least in this round, the ladybug is still winning. Draw me holding a very small kitty. Looking at their profile picture, this guy is kind of like an orange slime dude. You look like SCP-999's descendant. I'm gonna draw you holding Billy the Kitten from this one cat collector game. I got a fair amount of cat requests in the comment section, so let's give this guy even more cats. Now following along,
Give her little ponytails.
Solar's Art made me draw a cat eating french fries. And Kara Gordon C4B asks me to draw a cat with a C-shaped cookie, which is specific. But anyways, here they all are. I hope you enjoy your cats. Draw us, the fans, giving you a hug, because we deserve it. Aw. I don't draw characters interacting all that much, so I don't really know how to draw a hug. I'm just gonna base it off of the sticker that I made. I'm actually quite a fan of how this one turned out. And now moving on. Draw a doggo. I feel like
Oh my god, bro, this graphic is becoming really annoying.
You're absolutely right. I think the only dogs that I've properly drawn on this canvas is Boogie and Bingo and maybe the Undertale hot dog. I'm not too sure on what other dogs to draw, so I'm gonna draw Bond from Spike's family. The top of his hat kind of looks like
Bro,
a fish,
just
so
be
I'm
black,
gonna
bro,
do a fish.
please.
And now you got yourself
That's
a
a
bunch of
very
dogs.
interesting
Dog
sentence,
creator.
but
I'm from New
dude,
Zealand, and my country getting mentioned in your video just makes me so happy.
opacity.
I think you should draw a chocolate-covered strawberry. They actually told me to draw a chocolate-covered strawberry orb, but I didn't see that orb part, so you're gonna have to settle with just a regular chocolate-covered strawberry. I did actually really like how it turned out, so I drew a second smaller one. No, wait! You should draw a gumball machine with many little orbs inside. That would be cool. Look, here's a bunch of little colorful orbs inside. Me eating a giant broccoli in Hellfire. I feel like most of the time when people say they don't like it, it's probably because they had it prepared the wrong way. Now that you've drawn Gami Len, it's bread time. Rewinding back to what I said in the second video, there are now 3 Vocaloid characters on this drawing.
Look how she turned out. She looks like crazy.
So now we do actually
Oh, someone's in here. Nice.
Looking back to this, I think this one's definitely one of my favorites. Each Vocaloid also has a food item that represents them, and
Okay, let me just.
I've heard from some places that Rin's item is also a flamethrower. I don't really know about that one, but I still drew it. Moving on. I would really appreciate it if you could draw someone rubbing the whale shark on his belly. Enter parentheses, I love whale sharks. Close parentheses. I drew a quick little hand and as requested, I gave the whale shark some belly rubs. And also some head pats as a little bonus. The next commenter says, I really like your art style with neon colors. You could draw some candy. It would look good in neon colors. I actually have a really nice spot by the gumball machine to draw some candy. I used to really like gummy candies because they always make them look so pretty. I know that the peelable fruit gummies have been becoming more popular recently. I used to not care about what kinds of sugar I was putting in my mouth, but nowadays I feel like texture is a lot more important to me. I like all of the chewy fruit gummies, so like Mike and Ike's, Skittles, that kind of stuff. I think the only downside is that they just look kind of boring. I'm gonna draw a candy with a wrapper on as well. I think the best candy that I've had are these floral flavored Skittles. And if anyone's had this before, you know that you can't find them anywhere. I'm also gonna draw some star gummies. Okay, here's the candy. Enjoy the candy. All the drawings look great. Thank you. If you can you draw Kirby eating the pretty sky? I have a perfectly nice sky here, and now I'm gonna ruin it. He's just literally inhaling the atmosphere. I'm really hoping the air isn't contaminated. Okay, Deb, the next comment asks for a shrimp pulling a kazoo. I drew a shrimp beforehand, but this one looks kind of sad, and I don't really want to use this one, so I'm going to draw a completely different one. I'm going to call it and say that this is...
Bro, why does he keep doing that, bro? It's actually really annoying.
Because he doesn't support his music career. I bet you've never heard of this one before. Draw the cutest bumblebee falling in love with a bag of Doritos. This is a really specific request.
Their thing is a heart, because heart.
I don't know how to describe it. So I think finding places to shade is going to be the hardest part. You can't also forget about the shiny reflections. Oh god, how do the Doritos logo look like again?
And then
I'm pretty sure this is close enough and they just add the little name on it. You know what, I think I nailed it. And now let's move on to the love interest and probably the easier part of this request. And I'm going to give it the tray of flower petals in the background.
Oh no, why is it black?
Draw the hippie guy, please. I'm pretty sure I drawn one already right down here, but making another one isn't gonna end the world. Hey, how about lollipop one? I'll give the
There we
lollipop to
go.
the future for something to
I wonder
hold
what they're
on.
drawing.
This looks really bland.
Oh,
so
that's
I'm just gonna add
cool.
some sprinkles. This kind of looks more like a cake pop now.
Here.
Oh well, they are two things made of sugar on a stick. Close enough. Underscore QPP commented, a burger eating orb. This got me thinking for a bit because it can be interpreted in two ways. You can either have a burger who is trying to eat me, or me eating a burger. Hi, Orb. Hi. You should draw any Amori character. They would look so cute in your style. I don't know which one I specifically want to draw, so I'm going to use the power of the
Good job.
to decide for me. Mari.
Stop turning white, bro.
Draw
Stop.
anything to do with purple. Or blue. Blue is cool too. I'm just going to leave a patch of purple and blue here. This was
Oh my god.
Good job. Could you perchance draw Sally face? After tweaking around and painting for a little bit, I ended up with something like this. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know. I say you should draw Marceline. Dude, Marceline has like a gazillion different outfits in the series. I'm not gonna be able to pick just one. Well, I am, but still, it took a lot of deciding. Gonna give her the long strands of hair. For the back of her hair, I don't really want to shade with any darker color, so we're gonna go with a actually lighter blue. Realistically, I don't think it makes sense, but visually, this thing contrasts and looks cool. Here you go. A Unicornosaurus Rex. That is a beautiful profile picture. I'm just gonna give the Dino Nuggie some horns. In the last video, I mentioned that Prince Fluff...
Dang, we have a lot of people joining, huh?
And Lego Dolphin 7948 agrees with me. Prince Fluff should get more love. Draw him. How am I gonna be able to draw, like, the yarn texture from the game? I think if we do a bunch of these little lines, it'll make it look more like that. And then if I add shadow behind here... Ooh, okay. And because I felt like it, I doodled him a couple more times until I felt like there were enough Prince Fluffs on this canvas. By the way, if you happen to have a Wii, please check out this game. It's so good. Draw the sun in the corner. By the way, what's the way that you guys draw your suns? I start with a ball and then I do these little squiggly things. But to keep it simple, I'm gonna do these lines. Draw your
Bro,
sun.
why are you
I've done
being
this
like
before,
this?
sort of. But nevertheless, I will comply. I think I'm late. No, you're not. But draw a slug cat. That's a lot of exclamation points. You are very enthusiastic about this. Here's your slug cat. I put him next to the
This has gotta be rage bait.
reasons. Just found your channel, live your... Thank you. My suggestion is a balloon dog. I'm gonna draw him on Sally Face's head because I can. Also, balloons are, for some reason, extremely complex to shade. Like, look at this. How am I supposed to do this? I made something that looks pretty okay. I can do that later down the line to get better at it. Draw me.
This crap's actually so annoying, I swear to God.
To draw a circle various times, I finally managed to get one. So I see this character as a cool mecha robot guy. I think the antenna with a little ball at the end is really cute. I mean, the character's cute in general. Anyways, I decided to play more into the mechanical bit and just give him a bunch of screws and bolts everywhere. It
Bro,
makes sense, and maybe
why be like that, bro?
Engineering degree and just see a whole bunch of nonsense. A shark muffin getting eaten.
This crap is really annoying.
Sure, I don't really have much to say about this one. Hi. Do a squeeze door trying to help Gatsby. I can't do it. Planet says, if you do a 300 one, then add bread to it. Sure thing. I'm gonna go back there to the bread corner and then add a bagel. Can you draw a white and green cat eating a strawberry? I can. I've added a muncher onto the smaller strawberry. Wait, I think. No, you're not. But draw a whale shark drinking orange juice. Let's give you one of those crazy straws. I drank out of these, I think, a few years ago, and it was magical. I am certain I'm late. Stop! No, you're not. All of you are not. Draw a small boy with wings triple his size. I have drawn the smallest boy imaginable, and now we're going to give him huge wings. I think this is a little bit more than triple his size. I overstepped a little bit. It's fine. Might as well give him a background so I have an excuse to draw big fluffy clouds. This next person asks for, I think, a tiny dot. I mean, so long as they're happy with the request, then I'll do it. There you go. Draw green tea. Commented by Green Tea HW7LK. One of my friends collects these cans, and honestly, I can't blame them. These are really pretty. I wish more companies did this instead of slapping their brand name with a label onto it. Here you go. Also, I drew myself next to the green tea because, well, I don't know, I love it. Avocado with an evil grin. I'll replace the expression of the avocado we already have. Can I appear? Yeah, you can actually. I'm just never gonna tell you. The next comment says in all caps, Chris, Deltarune. I already really love Deltarune. I'm just gonna spend a stupid amount of time on this one drawing. I spent way too much time shading this, and now I'm about to invest more time into it by giving it a beautiful, beautiful background. To be fair, the background didn't take nearly as long, but even with a little time spent on it, I feel like it was able to capture a lot more personality. I've been also enjoying doing these hatching lines. I don't know what it is about them. They're just satisfying to do. Alright, let's move on. I just really like Delta Root. The next person commented blueberry pancakes, less than 3. How could you tell me to draw less than 3 pancakes? I can never do that. I'm not only gonna make 4 pancakes, I'm gonna make 5.
Oh yeah, by the way, the thing on his
Bet you didn't see that one.
head is not a witch hat, it
Here
is a
they are.
fin, because he's a shark, because he's Bill's brother.
That's it. Just a bush. A bush kind of looks like the head of a broccoli, hence why I'm drawing it here. Now let's not beat around this one and get to the next comment. Alright, pushing that one aside, you should draw Banana Bunny. I'm not a genius or super intellect when it comes to character design, but I think making the peels the bunny ears was a good decision. By the way, if I was ever in a hot, drenching summer, and I enter an ice cream store, and they're selling a milkshake called a Banana Bunny, I would buy that immediately.
Crap.
Like, just literally no questions asked. Thank you very much for listening to my pitch. I
People,
expect
stop.
a 25% cut off of all sales.
Okay, there we go.
Isopod, whose description very well matches
No.
its username. Back
Why?
then, they would call these isopods watermelon bugs because they roll up into little watermelons as a little defense mechanism. I believe in other places they are called pill bugs, but I don't know, it's just such an underwhelming name. Anyways, here I bring you your watermelon rolling.
There we go,
Put
finally.
yourself drinking cocoa and a blanket on you. Both art and real you. So, both art and real you. It's 9:54 right now. Cocoa powder. Just put it in there. Okay, let me give it a try. Oh my god, that is heavy. Okay. Alright, now all I gotta do is draw this thing. I'm gonna make hot chocolate broth, but this is very good. Draw a rat with pants. Pant rats make me happy. I first
Okay,
want to plop a pair of trousers on
almost
this guy,
done.
and then I make these two couple of guys, and they got pants. They got more flashy, creative pants, and they make me happy. Please draw an orange comforting
Okay, that
party
should be
and
good.
Kirby eating the
Let's see what everyone else is
Firstly, I'm
drawing.
gonna go find a therapy room.
Wow,
Drag this
everyone's
thing
just
onto the canvas.
talented while I'm drawing this crap, dude.
Unfortunately,
Holy
Kirby
crap.
considers food and soda therapy.
Good
I also
job,
think
everyone,
cherry
bro.
and orange and orange because, yeah. I think you should draw yourself, but your head is a fortune-telling ball thing. I don't know, make it cool. Very well. In order to make this thing 20% cooler, I'm gonna give it those crystal ball stand things for the thing to stand on. Very specific. It's this part. I'm pointing at it right now. Make a cute, fluffy, round cat eating a perfectly burned toast. It's convenient that we already have perfectly burned toast right here. Me personally,
So
I
Brat's
would've
Bill,
used this, so good thing someone else.
or
You should draw a little robot guy
what's
interacting with
Jizz, or no,
Now he's got a robot friend, so
Jazz,
draw a little
I
shrink in
forgot.
space.
Yeah,
Also,
Jazz,
New Zealand, Kiwis make me happy.
just gonna stay white.
Kiwis, by the
So
way,
is
don't worry.
Bob.
Anyways, I drew a pink whale shark
Um,
and kiwis.
Oh yeah, Paul.
Axolotl kiwi.
Yeah.
The fruit is
I haven't used
so
Paul in a
freaking
video
out. I
yet,
kinda
or I
wanted to
have,
do this. I don't really
but
know what
like,
to say about this
not
drawing,
really.
so I probably could have done a better job at designing it, but it is what it is. We're gonna take you and put you next to the other kiwis. If this gets rough, draw a tiny cute mate hitting a little jig. Love your content. Thank you. I'm just gonna point this out. It must be mad uncomfortable to dance with all of that heavy metal on. Regardless, this little guy pulls through. Good job. Draw a me. Well, that'd be a cool little soul guy with a floating fire head. Your character looks like they would belong right in Delta Room, hence why I drew them next to Chris. No, seriously, I could see this as an NPC that ends up cultivating a bunch of fan art. Your character is straight fire. The next comment says, can you draw a Skittle, please? I drew the mango-flavored Skittle from the Tropical Pack, which also happens to be my favorite. If I could, I would give it to the soul guy that we drew previously. Draw you eating your favorite ice cream. I don't really have a favorite because I don't eat ice cream very much, but I'm a pretty big enjoyer of pistachio ice cream. And also chai ice cream. That's a flavor apparently, and it's really good. No kidding, when I got a small bowl of chai ice cream and I ate it, for the rest of that day, that flavor lingered in my mouth. Unless you don't like strong
He's
scents, I
red
would recommend
because
ice cream. 10 out of 10. Can you please
he's
draw a
like
cat with
really,
no smells?
really mad.
1 face. 4 faces. 16 faces.
Yeah.
256 faces. 1,204
Yeah.
faces.
Ooh, Roblox
Draw
characters?
SCP-99. I love
nice.
him and he's adorable. I agree. To those unaware of this
So,
little guy,
oh yeah,
they're a
Ian,
gelatinous slime
Ian.
thing that lets you be
I don't
happy
think,
and wants
oh
to
yeah, I
be
have used Ian.
People expect all SCP stuff to be all scary and gruesome, and then you have these little guys. Hey Orb, please draw the Castle Crasher next. I'm gonna draw the Blue Knight. I'm actually getting back into this game recently, and this was the character that I selected. Around this time, I decided to post a little sneak peek over on my Blue Sky, and this little comic caught my attention. Do you take any suggestions from Blue Sky? If yes, draw a bottle of spicy ketchup, please. I mean, I guess I do now. Could you draw a mini cube? There's an airplane going over my house.
He's yellow because
They look like tiny little
I think he should be.
Alright, let's take a couple more comments.
And he will be.
Am I on there? Your profile picture is going to be the brand of this toaster. Look, I didn't really know what this guy meant by wood, but I think this is close enough. It's them. I drew them. Okay, no more blue sky comments. Moving on. Please do Rad Slime from Slime Rancher. Rad Slime's the radioactive one, right? Anyways, here you go. Ketchup. I'm gonna assume this is ketchup flavored bubblegum.
Okay,
Ketchup
there
is
you
a condiment. You're supposed to have it on the side for a reason. You don't want to eat ketchup on its own. Draw your drawing. Here's me drawing me drawing. Draw the national animal of Australia. The national animal of Australia is a kangaroo. Here they are. Draw a slug cat. Again, I've done this one right above, but there's no shame in adding another one. Also, they're just fun to draw. Slug cats are like this shape, and that's satisfying for my hand. I don't know. I said there would be no more blue skies, but Soul Knight just commented, just noticed the lack of Hollow Knight in this image, and they are absolutely right. So in order to fix the lack of Hollow Knight in this drawing, I drew the one and only Hollow Knight themselves looking down pensively at this body of water. That actually ties in perfectly with the next comment, because don't you dare think we're finished. Where this person commented for, Hornet from Hollow Knight that's fishing. I thought it'd be cool to turn Hornet's weapon into a fishing rod. Welcome to drawing. We've peaked at creativity. Draw a small dragon, please. I love your art style, by the way. Thank you. Heart emoji to you two. You specified that it was a small dragon, but you didn't say how long I could make it, so I straight up made them a noodle. Honestly, this one was a pretty solid drawing as well.
Here is his, and it is Kanan that he's emo because
I used to think these guys were ducks, and
he looks like he would be. So yeah, that's canon now, guys. That's canon.
I do mind, actually. I mind that very much. I joke. You should draw Nico from One Shot again, but as a round kitty. I believe this might have been the consequence of eating too many beans. Draw a turtle eating a carrot. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Finally, we can have them crunch on something again. Carrots are actually a lot better than lettuce for turtles because they got a lot more vitamin A in them. Enjoy, good watermelon turtle, sir. Marshmallow456 with a very fitting profile picture says, draw a lemonade axolotl. God, this makes me thirsty. I want lemonade now. If you're a fan of sparkling water or just feeling fancy, then make your lemonade with sparkling water. You'll walk out of it feeling like a fancy, distinguished being. Can you draw N from River Drones? Maybe like your style. Go, silly boy. Can you draw N from River Drones? I didn't realize how many people would like Murder Drones that watch my videos, so hello Murder Drones fans. This is my gift to all of you. I'm gonna now put all of you in a box right there. Just stay there.
Now we have Max, the villain.
You guys could be friends. And you guys could also be friends. It is 5 a.m. Please draw an EP moth. Alright, put him right here. Where are you up at 5 a.m. by the way? Go sleep. You got things to do tomorrow. Please draw Josuke Hidashika. Oh, this is a wonderful request. Say less. For those unaware, Josuke is a popular character from the Pokemon franchise, and in the end, he ends up killing Bakugo from Dragon Ball Z. Hope that makes sense. We're not going back to that. We're moving on.
Okay, there we go.
Comment, can you please draw a little cardboard guy? I don't really know any.
Okay, there we go. So that's all my characters.
Draw really stuffed, cut out cardboard version of orb.
Super duper scary thing.
Face on it. Also, this little dude says hi. Ah, that's a very cute dude. Hello. Draw an ear with an ice cream cone on a head. You know, if you want to. Of course I want to. You don't even need to say that. Can you draw me with a smoothie? I don't really know how you look like, but basing off of your profile picture, I can only assume that you're a very epic skeleton. And here you go, well-deserved mango smoothie. Draw an Alan Becker character. I didn't know which one to draw, so you know what that means again. It's asking me to pick a starter Pokemon. I ended up getting green. You should draw a capybara with a little orange on his head. Please. Since you asked ever so politely. By the way, you get extra points if you know what I'm drawing next to the capybara. Next.
Dang.
Tulips with the colors of the Netherlands.
Oh, I'm the only one left?
Yeah,
Okay.
Plushies and these tulips originate in Europe. Therefore, I'm going to draw them next to each other. It's like they got a little garden. Can you drop that?
Wow.
And also, what art program do I recommend?
I'm gonna draw one more thing before the video ends.
But if you're just starting out, learning the essentials on Magma.com can be really useful. Once you have a better idea of what you're doing, then I suggest you move on to programs like Ibis Paint or Krita, which are both free. Yeah, just whatever works for you. Can you draw an orb with a little pink bow? Ah, I can. Dio, his stand is an orb. I can see your point, but don't you think giving him a stand would be a little different? Okay. This person commented this. I didn't know that YouTube had this emoji. Why does this exist? I am so overjoyed. Make a rat with a face eating yogurt. Here you go. Except I think that's boring. Therefore, I'm gonna start from scratch and make a completely new one. I think this one represents the comment way better. I forgot to add the moon face, so you're gonna have to see me do it post-editing. Can you please draw Miata, which is a type of car?
We're gonna draw
Also,
shade.
Thank you so much for that amount of kind words. That's a lot of words. Thank you. Miatas are my favorite car. If I had to get one in the future, it probably would be a Miata. Just look at his face. How are you gonna say no to this? Can you please redraw my fan art review in my community tab? Okay, what is here? Whoa, dude, I'm assuming that the watermelon in the background's a planet, and my little orc guy is wearing half a watermelon, so what does that imply? I want to take this moment and just thank a lot of the fan artists. And stuff like this is awesome. Whether you're making this for me, or another creator, or another friend, just know that, oh my gosh, all of you are very skilled at what you do, very kind, and you most likely made a lot of people's days with it. So just thank you, you're awesome. Here I redrew myself holding the watermelon orb. And last but not least, I put them literally everywhere. I put the cats on objects, I turned the objects into cats, and it ended just how I expected it to be. A chaotic, wonderful, beautiful mess. And finally, at 16 hours in, we're at 100. Oh my god. I thought doubling the amount of 100 comments is cool. Now think of tripling that. This challenge is great. I feel like I've been able to draw a lot of stuff that I don't usually. I feel like this can be a really effective way to get better at drawing more
The
variety
shade.
stuff if you're looking to do that. And I think, what if we add another 100? I've already drawn 300 comments. Making another 100 is just a mere dent. I hope you enjoy this just as much as I do. This is 400 comments on one drawing. First comment of the day.
Just want to add a little bit something.
Cat burger. A burger with little cat ears and a little cat face. Also with
Okay.
Okay, here we go again. They were actually selling these cat burgers.
Thank you for all the people that joined the drawing thing. So yeah, I had a great time, and let me just share.
Which has a lot of nice things to say. Allow me to simplify the prompt since it's quite long. Huge.
Share
Canada
to
flag. I've come to realize
publish
that
to
especially
gallery.
in children's books, the way people
What the
draw
heck
things
is gallery
useless,
download?
they grab a horse and then they slap a pair of antlers on it. By the way,
Share.
these aren't related to horses
Share
whatsoever.
to
They're actually closer to deer. To cover up the fact that I'm bad at drawing the body of an animal, I made the flag hanging by the antlers.
Nothing,
Just
I
move on to that.
guess.
Can you draw a butterfly with an axe, please?
Okay, so
it would be the most silliest thing to
we had a
do.
lot of talented
I feel like blue butterflies are way
artists in here, except me. But hey, oh well.
If I had a nickel for every time I saw a blue
So
butterfly in the wild, my wallet would be empty.
yeah,
Do I
hope
really
y'all had a good time,
truthfully that this is the apparent
and bye.